Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel, Autumn and the Mage. This is a general reading in regards to love. We are starting here with the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck to get the overall energy for you in regards to a specific connection or in regards to love. We are really looking at a specific connection today, but what we got is resistance and focus. Resistance, card number 25, and focus, card number 14. Resistance and focus. I mean, focus is pretty obvious. It's saying focus. I mean, remain focused, remain on task, like have that dedication and don't let yourself be pulled in a different direction. And actually, resistance makes me feel like maybe there is something here that is causing friction for you, or causing, like, holding you back, like pushing against you in some way, trying to stop you from getting to where you want to go. And perhaps that resistance is internal. Perhaps that's happening within you, or possibly outside of you. But something is possibly creating that resistance, creating that, what is that called? Drag. Okay. When you're trying to push forward, you're trying to, I don't know, all of a sudden, I'm imagining you as a vehicle and you have something hanging off the side and it's slowing you down. And anyway, remain focused on your goal, remain focused on what you want for yourself and getting to that and getting it for yourself, because that is what you're being advised to do if you aren't already. I mean, this may be energy that you're already doing, not letting things hold you back, remaining focused, remaining on target. Let's see here. We are going to turn to the tarot now to ask a few questions, starting with the person that's connecting with you. How do they feel about you? Spirit, if we could get one card. Oh, that came out quite quickly. Justice. So you might be dealing with a Libra, because this is Libra energy here. But the Justice card has to do with fairness and balance, wanting to do what's right, wanting to do what's fair for all parties, trying to keep everything balanced, and yeah, right. Let's see, how does Sagittarius feel about this person? That's interesting. Justice. I just want everything to be fair, I want to be fair to everyone. I want to make sure everybody, is getting what they deserve in this situation. Can we get a card? How does Sagittarius feel about this person? Okay, we have 4 cards. We have the 6 of Cups, which is really beautiful energy. It indicates that this may be a person from your past, okay? If not, then you just feel like they just get you. You get them and they get you, and there doesn't have to be an explanation to everything. You just understand each other, okay? But if this is someone from your past, and you're remembering them very fondly, you're thinking about the happy moments with them, the very loving moments with them, and how they made you feel really good, and thinking about that energy. We also get the 3 of Wands, which actually both the 3 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. No, I'm thinking of the 3 of Cups, but the 6 of Cups can also be like a reconciliation card, or looking for reconciliation, because it's a very positive energy towards the past. And so you may be trying to bring back something, okay? But the 3 of Wands says that you've taken action towards it. You feel like you've invested in something. You feel like you've moved towards it. You've called it into you. You've taken steps to create this reality for yourself, and you feel like it's almost within reach. This is a very yes card. This is, I'm going to get what I want kind of energy, okay? We also get the 5 of Swords. Well, that's interesting, because the 5 of Swords is defeat. It can also represent stress, like an internal battle with yourself. In the 5 of Swords, we've made all the choices we thought we should make. We did what we know. I'm sorry, I was thinking of a different card. With the Five of Swords, we have done everything we can to win. Okay, regardless of what that looks like, regardless of how it hurt us, regardless of how it hurt others, it doesn't matter. I want to win. I want to be right. I want to be correct. I want to be the one on top. And it doesn't matter what it's going to cost me to get there. And then once you've done that, you're standing there and you're like, whoa, what did I do? Like, what did I do? This doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel right. Now I'm here by myself. I've cut down everyone around me, and I'm standing here alone. And yeah, I'm the victor, but like, at what cost? Okay. And so it's a card of being defeated. Whether you won or you lost, you've been defeated and feeling that defeat, which is interesting. That's so interesting, because then we get the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory, very clear victory. But actually in this deck, this is okay, sorry. In this deck, the Six of Wands, she is all alone. And she goes, okay, because this story is interesting here, if you put these two together, because this person they've possibly won, but they did it at such a great a cost that they lost themselves. They've hurt themselves, possibly hurt the people they cared about. And so they're hurt and they're alone, okay? And then you go to the Six of Wands, and this woman, she's by herself, and she goes out into nature, and she kind of sits for a minute with herself, and she's searching inside of herself, and she finds, that's the story behind, I'm sorry, I wanted to say just this deck, this image right here, okay? This isn't the story behind Six of Wands in general, okay? But in this image, anyway, she's sitting there and she's searching within herself, and she finds this like little spark, just this tiny spark, and she like fans it within her, and she really nurtures it, and she's really trying to build it, and then it becomes a flame, and she builds it more and more, and it slowly spreads throughout her body, this flame, this excitement, this spark, this encouragement, it spreads throughout her whole body, and now she's dancing. And that's actually what's happening in this card. Even though she looks like she's falling, she's actually dancing. And these fairies are dancing around with her. And like, it's about success, but very specifically in this deck, it feels like your own success. Like you've brought yourself out of darkness, like you've pulled yourself out, which is so interesting. Oh my gosh, I got so caught up in your story here. Sorry. So Six of Cups, you're thinking about the past fondly. Okay. Three of Wands, you feel like you've moved towards something and you've called it in towards you. There was some kind of defeat here, either in this situation or in your life in some way, but you're like feeling like you're overcoming that defeat. The defeat is still there. It's still present in your feelings. Like, it's still present um, in how you think of this person and whoever this person is to you. Like, this defeat is still part of it, but also the victory, you've you've built yourself back up. You possibly were torn all the way down with that defeat, and so that's still a part of this connection, but you still also feel like you've lifted yourself back up again. Well, sometimes I just get so involved in the cards. Anyway, let's see here. This person that you're connecting with, Sagittarius, what hope do they have for you? What do they hope to have in this connection with you? What are they hoping for? The person connecting with Sagittarius, please. Tower. That's change. This doesn't indicate an ending, okay? That doesn't mean this person wants an ending. It can, okay? But the Tower actually represents change. They want something to change. And I don't know what this connection looks like currently. So you do. So they want it to change. They don't want it to be the way it is right now. And that could mean many different things, okay? You're not the first to get this card in this particular location, actually. One other sign got it. Who was it? Pisces, I think. But yeah, they're hoping for change. They want things to change between you. Yeah. Let's see here. What is it that you're hoping for, Sagittarius? What do you want with this person? What are you hoping for with them? I don't know how it is with all fire signs. I imagine, because I know for Aries, they don't like to look back, you know? Once someone's gone, like once they've actually, they hold on forever, like endlessly. They will hold on forever. It takes a lot to get them to let go. But once they let go, um, then they're done with it. They don't want to look back at it. And I don't know if all fire signs are that way. Sagittarius, I don't know if you're that way, but I imagine if this is someone from your past, you might not be very excited about potential future with them, is what I was thinking. 10 of Swords, that's pain, possibly an ending. Well, that's sad. You know, we remain connected to people, even people we don't want to be connected with, which is unfortunate, but the world, which is a new beginning. So the 10 of Swords is you want something to end, and possibly this ending would be painful, or possibly you're looking for an end to pain, okay? But the 10 of Swords, 10 indicates an ending. Okay, swords actually represent truth. You know, they represent clarity and understanding. The 10 of Swords itself talks about gosh, I hope that you don't want to not physically hurt. I don't think you want to physically hurt them, but I hope you don't want to emotionally hurt them. I hope that you're not like hoping to, but if they hurt you, I could see having this desire to hurt them back. Um, but gosh, I hope not. Okay, because that's not very healthy, Sagittarius. I'm just saying. And so, and I want everyone to be healthy, and I want everyone to be happy. And this wouldn't bring you happiness, okay? And so I'm hoping that what you're saying here is that you want an end to the pain. Because like I said, 10 of Pentacle, I mean, 10s represent endings. And then we get the World card here. And the World card indicates that you close a door. I'm closing a door, and when you close that door, it opens another. And so I think that you're just looking for an ending. You want to close the door on pain, and you want to open a new door. And I don't know if you want to open a new door with this person, or if you're just trying to get away from the pain that you felt here so that you can open the door on something else. I don't know. You do, hopefully. But yeah, with the hope here, I'm getting that you want to wrap it up, you know? That's interesting because you think of them fondly. You remember them fondly. And with that Six of Cups, it indicates that you had either that you had a very long relationship with them, or that you had a very easy relationship with them, you know, a really beautiful friendship. And the Three of Wands, well, that just indicates that you've been working towards something. And I would assume that you've been working towards something with them. And maybe that something is feeling victorious after feeling defeated. I don't know. But with that Six of Cups at the base there, I mean, that is such a beautiful energy. And I'd hate to see you walk away from that. I mean, I don't know what happened here. Um, but yeah, let me see here. If things continue as they are headed, as they are currently moving, what is the outcome for this connection? What's the outcome? What's the outcome here? We get the Queen of Cups and the Moon. A lot of emotion that's not being expressed. That's not being clearly seen for what it is. The Queen of Cups is compassion, it's understanding, it's love, it's unconditional love. Very beautiful, beautiful energy. And this might be a person, the Cups, that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, so you might be dealing with one of those signs. But the Queen of Cups, she's very loving, very, very loving, very understanding, very compassionate, just very open kind of emotion there. And the Moon is an indication that things aren't being seen for what they are, you know, that something is hidden, that Yeah, with the moon, it talks about, not this card. I haven't read the story behind this image, so I don't know what the image is saying. But I'm sorry, the moon itself in tarot talks about, when you're in the dark at night and you look around and you see things and your eyes can change, your eyes can make you believe that you're seeing something that's not there. And if you just shine the flashlight on it, then you'd see it clearly. So the moon indicates that either there's a lot of fear, there's someone here with a lot of love who's afraid to express it, afraid to show it, or can't show it. It's not being seen. Okay. Something that happens with people is that we don't allow people to love us. Okay. And we do that for many reasons. Maybe we're trying to protect ourselves. Maybe we're afraid of something. Maybe um, we're trying to protect somebody else. There are many reasons why we do this, but if it is fear, gosh, I hope that whichever one of you it is doesn't let fear hold you back from something, because with the Six of Cups showing up here, it's just such a beautiful energy. It really is a beautiful connection. And the Queen of Cups, she just loves so much, and she's so understanding and forgiving and accepting. It's just such really great energy, and to like turn away from that would be sad, in my opinion. But this is your story, not mine, and you know what's going on and I don't. But let's see here. The Hermit came out. I was just about to ask for advice for actions. What actions or advice would you give? So we get the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, but it means think about what you really want, actually. In the Hermit, we've gone within to answer a question. There's a question that we're asking ourselves, and we're not looking out there for the answer because it's not out there. The answer is inside of you. And so you need to go within and ask yourself this question, and ask, is this really, I don't know what the question is, you do, but it says go within for the answer is what it says, and possibly to pull yourself out of something so that you can go within. What other advice do we have? Ace of Cups. Aces are new beginnings. Cups are the expression of emotions, Generally speaking, we refer to cups as love. And so an Ace of Cups, that's allow for a new beginning, The Ace of Cups is also like a yes card. It's a go for it card. There's potential, and allow for that new beginning. Can we get one more? What actions should Sagittarius take? What advice do you have for them? What actions should Sagittarius take? What advice would you give them? The Page of Cups and the Hanged Man. Okay, so with the Page of Cups, sometimes the Page of Cups is an apology. I don't know if that's necessary in this situation. You'll have to take it how it resonates. The Page of Cups can be an apology, but in the Page of Cups, it's kind of like, let me think of how to describe this. It's similar to an Ace of Cups. It is, in that it's starting. It's something that's starting. But in the Page of Cups, you're kind of dipping your toe into it, and you're letting it fill you. You're letting that love fill you, okay? But you start with just dipping your toe in, and people who get into the pool, okay? And some of us just dive into the pool, okay? We just dive right into the deep end. This person doesn't, okay? First they dip their toe in, and then they pull it out, and then they put their whole foot in and they pull it out. It's like this very slow kind of gradually sinking into the water kind of, okay? And so it's like, take that first step. So that's why it's similar to the Ace of Cups, because it's a start, okay? But this feels more like action, okay? Where the Ace of Cups is more just allowing it to be, like opening yourself up to the possibility of new beginnings in love. This one is take an actual step towards it. Like, don't dive into the deep end, but take that step, okay? And then we get the Hanged Man, which indicates that possibly you're seeing something from, you need to see something from a different perspective. The Hanged Man, he believes something so, he's so positive. There's no way I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. There's absolutely no way that I'm wrong. And so he's so insistent on it that he allows them to hang him upside down to prove his point. Okay. And so he's hanging there upside down. And when he is looking at the situation from that different perspective, he realizes that he might not have been right. Or maybe not that the other person is right exactly, but that there is another way to look at this situation. There's another way to see it. And he ends up just hanging there because now he's like, I've always been, I was so sure that this is how it was. And now I see that maybe that's not how it was. And so he's kind of just sitting in that knowledge. Okay. So it could be indicating that there's a perspective here that you're not seeing, that you're not seeing things exactly clearly, and that you need to like see it from another perspective. So many. I'm going to get advice from this deck for you. I don't know what this deck is called because it didn't come with a name, and it doesn't say it anywhere on the deck. But we're going to get a couple of advice cards for you here, Sagittarius. I was really thirsty all of a sudden, so I paused to take a drink. But I was thinking about this focus card here because maybe you're trying. I don't know. I guess. Well, maybe I'm just. I mean, you hopefully see this more in more clearly than I do. But anyway, I wanted to verify that I knew what those cards were, so I read both of them. And one thing that stood out on the resistance card is, well, a message to keep trying. Just because a door is closed to you doesn't mean to give up. You know, there are many doors, and so you might just need to come at something from a different angle, you know, approach it differently, and that might be the angle that has an open door for you. So like, don't give up just because there's a closed door there. Try a different angle. Is the only thing that stood out that we haven't already said. But anyway, can we get advice here for Sagittarius? Advice for Sagittarius. Thank you, by the way, for watching this video. I'm sorry, I meant to say that. Thank you for watching. I hope that it resonated. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like the video. If you feel comfortable, post a comment below. And if you have not already and you feel inclined to, please do subscribe. That'll put my videos in your feed for you more frequently, so they will be easier to find in the future. But either way, thank you for watching because I do really appreciate it. The messages on these cards are a little bit different. This one, for example, says, I am fanning my flame of authenticity. And actually, Aries got this card too. But authenticity is being who you are, you know, always being genuine and authentic in your, you know what, actually, they didn't get this exact card. They got something very similar, but it said something about being bold. But it was authentic and bold. It was really interesting that this card doesn't say be bold. It's interesting to know that that exists in this deck. Be authentic and bold. And then there's this one that just says be authentic. It's interesting. But yeah, be authentic, which means be true. You know, be true to yourself, be true to who you are, and hold in that. You know, hold in your truth, not hold it inside of yourself. I mean, you know, hold yourself in truth. But anyway, I am, no. I'm igniting my right to live boldly. Could you really have gotten, is that, now I have to look. Because that's saying be authentic and be bold, which is exactly what Aries was told to do. I have to look. No, I am the fire of authenticity. I burn boldly. Oh my gosh, how crazy is that? I'm sorry. That's very amusing to me. Wow. You got the same advice, but on 2 different cards. I don't know what that means. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope it resonated. I wish you good luck in this and anything else that you're working on. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope I see you back here again next week. Bye.